Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're currently fighting for these two locations, and we should be done with these two wars quite soon. Now, I said that we would be probably needing to recover a bit, but honestly, we're fine at this point. We did our recovery, and all is looking good. We can call on our ally here, but these are offensive wars, and I don't think that's at all useful. This siege will finish up very quickly indeed. And we're going to get ourselves some nice prestige out of this. Might work our way towards the living legend. That would be very good to do, because we could definitely use the opinion bump. Now, we're currently negative in this war. That's just because we haven't focused on it at all. It's not actually a problem. We do need to make our way up. The tribe is here. Not you. Get in here. There we go. We need to work our way up here and finish off this war. We're at 86%, and realistically, if we just fight these guys, that might actually be enough. Skill 22. Looks good. Even odds. So we're going to split this unit in half. We're going to walk it over this way. We're not going to go in with it just yet. But we're going to need some reinforcement here, I feel like. Okay. Looks good. In we go. The reinforcement will show up eventually. I expected them to be on their way a little faster than that, but it looks like we didn't even need the reinforcement. So we're just going to keep them here, and we're going to spread them on out a little bit so that they can do some resupply. This guy's calling us into a war against the tyranny, and we'll accept that. I'm not sure that we're actually going to participate in it, but we'll accept it. We're going to split these guys and head them off over here. They'll slow siege. This will probably win this war. Yes, it does. Okay. So we'll enforce that. These guys, they're going to then head to here. These guys, they're going to continue parking there because I want them to resupply. And we will start turning our attention over here. Of course, we need to hand this title out. And that'll go to this guy. And we need to hand this title out as well. That'll go to this guy. One more? Yes, one more. Down here. Perfect. Do we have too many duchy titles? We do. And so this duchy title will need to go to this guy. Fantastic. So that should help things quite a lot. We'll finish up this war, and then we'll think about helping our ally with his war. But honestly, I'm not in too big of a rush on that one. We're going to take these guys, I think, all the way over to here. These guys, they can start slow sieging here, and then these guys over to here. Yeah, that should work. Should wrap up this war. No further orders in theory would be required. And how's this guy doing in his war? Honestly, he's fine. He doesn't need help. If he needs help with that war, I have questions. That war looks eminently winnable for him. I think he just called us in just because. We're going to transfer this guy over since we can do that. How are we doing on our vassal limit anyway? We're doing okay. Could definitely use a little more work on it, but that's fine. Eventually, we'll start having to do some double kings or something along those lines, but now is definitely not the time for that. That would be well after we adopt feudalism, for sure. Let's finish up this war and then see if maybe we can get around to finally taking the territory that we want to hold over here. That would be very nice to have. This is currently held by this lady. If we were to revoke this title, she has a 0% chance of acceptance. That's fair enough. It's really never going to change. We can start swaying her, though. And we're going to work our way up that way for now. There are some other ways that we can get opinion with her, of course. But for now, this one will work. So we're just moving in over here. This will be done in 7 months, allegedly. we're going to... Yeah, we're going to attempt to enlarge the herd. And we were successful. Fantastic. I definitely want to get this territory over here taken care of. This guy would become our friend. He's our brother-in-law, and he's reasonably strong, I guess. She's actually quite a bit stronger. Losing 10 dread, huh? We'll try to reconcile them, but we'll probably fail. Oh, we did succeed. Wow. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that we succeeded that roll. Ooh. I don't recall seeing this arrow like this before. Huh. That's neat. Not sure it's super helpful, but it's neat. We'll just group these together for now. And we just have these 3 sieges to go. This one probably doesn't have to finish. 3 months and 3 months. Okay. These guys are taking hefty attrition. They might need to be reinforced before this siege finishes. We'll see. They might lose having enough troops. I think they'll be okay, actually. But only just. Yeah, they'll be fine. So this war will be over very shortly, and we really don't need to help this guy. Like, he's fine. He is completely and totally fine. This siege is won, of course, and so is that one, so that means this war is over. Just because that guy is fine, though, doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to go over there, since we have our forces raised. We're technically at war, and putting them down would incur a big re-raise penalty. So we are going to just make our way over this way for now. It'll take them a while to get there, and now we don't see that arrow. See, here the arrow would actually be useful, but we don't see it. We do have too many held duchies, and we need to get rid of Volga Bulgaria. I said it again. Volga Bulgaria again. I always want it to be Bargaria. I have no idea why. That makes no sense for it to be Bargaria, but here we are. We hold this county directly. We're going to grant that off. We can't grant that off. To that guy, anyway. We're going to grant it off to this guy. At least one county or barony to receive a higher tier title. Is it trying to give him the duchy title? Oh, show only recent titles. That's what's happening here. I want to give him both of these titles. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. Slightly confused for a moment there, but I figured it out. Got there in the end. So we're going to make our way over here. We're hoping that the war will be over by the time we get there, but in all honesty, it probably won't. This guy's already imprisoned. Yeah, it's not fantastic. Where's his capital at? It's this guy's capital that we want to go to. Okay. That's going to be quite a walk. We'll get there, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. We'll get there eventually. How long will this take? 10 months. Hopefully the war will be over by then, but we'll see. It may or may not. We can create additional titles. That's all things that we can do. We have quite a bit more that we can clean up over in this area for sure. But for right now, we're not too concerned about that. What I really want to do is get this territory taken care of. Let's go ahead and grab Hergeld for right now. We could use the cash. And yeah, I really want to do this. Take this over. One or more holdings are currently under siege. That's this up here, so that's not going to be a thing. Pretender rebels. Grows closer to forming a friendship with you. We'll join her pretender uprising. We'll just raise up enough troops to be able to win this battle for her. Which, that's enough. And we'll head on in. We'll take care of this for you. She's actually super happy because we have swayed her a couple times. Nice. And we'll participate in this war, which should net us some opinion as well. With, I believe, 100% war participation here. War is over. And that was all us. They'll take up to 8 months to return home, and I'm aware of that, but that should be okay. I do actually want to take a look at her opinion. How's that going? Plus 18. That didn't go tremendously well, I suppose. Not a lot that we can do there. Yeah, we can send her more cash, I suppose. What would she like here? She is arbitrary, fickle, diligent, intricate web weaver, reckless, pilgrim, wise woman, and schemer. She's an intricate web weaver schemer. She surely enjoys subterfuge and intrigue. Let's see how that goes. Betrothed can marry? Okay. Now I just have to keep pretending that I know anything about intrigue. Perfect. So we will be arriving over here relatively shortly in Courland. Looks like this is going well. A question of loyalty, huh? 70% on the intrigue challenge. We'll go ahead and take that. So we're just going to keep on embarking and landing over here once we can. Of course, I trusted you all along, dear. Okay. I do want to get out of this war and wrap that up because I have a suspicion that we're probably going to go to war with this lady relatively soon. 18% chance right now. Her opinion of us does actually affect this quite a lot. Fascinating. It's not quite 1-to-1, but it's like 80%, something like that. So we'll do that as well. That will also net us some additional... Making her our guardian will... Or not our guardian, but our son's guardian. Will also net some additional opinion. That's great. And we'll continue working on our sway scheme. For right now, we are sieging their capital in Courland. And that will finish quite soon here. Only 5 more days on that. And we'll come attack up here, I guess. 73% war score. Of that, our contribution is 820, which, according to this, is 100%, but I don't believe that. They've been down here fighting. Not sieging, but fighting. And then these guys, they can come and slow siege over here. These might be on their way back home, but we'll just keep an eye on that. In fact, we'll send half of this force over to here where they can resupply. And they can respawn to either of these. Technically, this is 2 provinces away. It's not right next to it, so we'll have to keep that in mind. This siege will finish up shortly, and then they can come down over here. That's 88%. Sounds great. We did get another sway scheme tick there. She is actually quite happy. Let's go ahead and send her another gift. How much are we getting from that right now? Only 8. That brings it up to 86. 63% chance. It's getting better. It's going to cap out in another 14 opinion. Okay. We'll have that pretty soon, actually. Betrothed can marry, and we'll go ahead and do that. And this siege will be wrapping up over here in 54 days. We are expecting that this will end the war. Fingers crossed on that one, but it should. Okay. So the Northmen have declared war on us. That's adorable. They have 9,000 special soldiers. Where is this guy? Is he not on the map right now? He might not be on the map right now. Well, let's let him work away on that. We'll finish up this war. And then I guess we'll defend ourselves against the Northmen. We'll call this guy in. Hilarious. Of course he'll join us. And here we go. A horde of disjointed pirates, landless freemen, desperate lesser children, and other assorted miscreants have joined Steercar, I guess, in his proposed assault against my holdings. Although the size of the host is formidable, they lack discipline or loyalty, with each scrounged mercenary focused exclusively on what they can get out of the war first and foremost. Unlike a conventional foe, it might be possible to simply deal directly with the invaders. Perhaps a bargain could be struck. 1,500 gold? Lol. No. No. I think we'll banish these invaders as we've always done. We'll fight the Nords the old-fashioned way. We're not scared of them in the slightest. Okay, this war is now over. We're going to group these guys together, and where are the Northmen? There they are. They're coming down this river. Okay. I mean, we're going to have a bit of a hard time catching them for a little bit because they came down the river pretty far. But once they start trying to do anything, this will be fine. Okay, let's see. We have holdings down over here. Let's rally a few more troops over here. He's going to try to siege here. Hilarious. We'll just walk in over here. 8 months on that siege. Fine. I don't care. I'm going to let this guy continue to walk in over this way. They're split up into 2 units like this. Which way are you going to go, buddy? He can't be happy about his options. Really? That's your choice? Okay. He's locked in. And so are we. Okay, sounds good. In we go. This was really easy. I don't know why he decided attacking the Mongol Empire was the way to go. But, sure. If that's what he wants to do, I'm not going to stop him. And there we go. War is over. So, he's not going to pay us any cash. So we're going to get a reprieve from Scandinavian adventurers, huh? Okay. I mean, not like we needed it, but sure, I guess we'll take a reprieve. So, as we were discussing, our next move is likely to try to max out this lady's opinion. What else can we do here? I don't really want to take any of these actions right now. I think we just wait until this next sway scheme. That is going to be in about 10 months, though. with only a 55% success chance. Do we just roll this? It's a 68% chance. A number of people would join this rebellion if we fail it. We can get a few more percentage points out of it. What are the reasons here? This belongs to her de jure, allegedly. I mean, it kind of is her de jure. It doesn't really belong to it. It belongs to our de jure. Now, there's not really a lot of extra things that we can do about this. Other than just wait for one more sway. There's only a 55% chance on that sway, though. That's the core issue right now. Okay, yeah, we'll take 50 gold. That'll be fine. We're not too focused on expansion right now, even though we could definitely be continuing to expand over here or even over here. Like, we could expand anywhere we wanted at this point, with the possible exception of the Byzantine Empire. We're not too worried about that right now, though. Right now, I want to get our personal realm put together properly. That's my current goal. That would still only be 25 opinion. So we would end up netting how much from that? Received gift. So we'd get 3 opinion from that. Not really worth it right now. I hope that we succeed this sway scheme. Other options. Her opinion is ticking down a little bit because we do have that hosted feast reduction and the sway reduction and the friendly reduction. Yeah, I think we just wait for the sway scheme. It should do the trick, in theory. And if we end up having a civil war over this, well, it's right close to our capital, so we should be able to bring our forces to bear on it very quickly indeed. We can call a hunt, and that is something that we're definitely interested in doing as we work towards the living legend. There we go, and we are only about 71% of slaying the beast. We're going to slay the beast. There we go, and we'll imprison this guy, sure. We only need 1 more progress on this sway scheme. Allegedly, that's going to take 2 months, but I don't know how true that is. We'll do that, and we return home reinvigorated. We do have a new stewardship perk available. And we will take... It is my domain for the extort subjects. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to extort this lady just yet, and we can't actually choose who we extort. It'd be neat if we could choose who we extorted. There we go. Success. So she has maxed opinion of us. This is as good as it's going to get. 75%. On decline, all of these people will join. So we may have another civil war on our hands. But that's only a 25% chance. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Success. Fantastic. Okay, so that means that we have all of this territory over here. There are a few other territories that we want to take for ourselves. You can see all of this over here is not part of our duchy. Our duchy is this here. So, we want to take this tribe. If we were to revoke that, he would not accept. And all those people would join his rebellion. That's not worth it at this time. That said, we can't actually hold enough to hold all of this personally. So, what are we going to do? We're going to hand out our titles that were not over here. I'm not sure where those were. Let's see here. Where's this chiefdom at? Yeah, that's the one that we want to hold. This one is one that we want to hold. Actually, there's a quicker way to do this. Let's just do this, and we will hover over these and make sure that they are Oh, where's this one? This one's one that we don't want to hold. So we'll grant this one out to our half-brother and vassal. No, we'll just grant it to our cousin instead. Okay. We do have too many vassals right now, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, so we are at 8 of 7 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's another one out there somewhere. Where is it? It's not any of those. I think it's this one. Yep. So this one needs to be granted out. Wonderful. Now we have too many vassals, but we can grant vassals to rightful liege. We also have too many held duchies, and we can hand out, I think it's this one? Yeah, we can hand this duchy out to this guy. So we will go ahead and do exactly that. 2 vassals will be transferred with, so that actually handles our vassal limit issue. We'll assign this guy in as our spy master. Actually, he's a terrible idea, I think. We'll assign this guy in as our spy master. He is a very good spy master. He just doesn't like us very much. Hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, in our new locations, we definitely want to be working on our control. So we're going to increase control levels. We actually don't have control level issues here. I'm shocked. We usually do. Okay, we're going to start upgrading our markets here. Here. Should be upgraded here. Yes, indeed. Our palisades here. Sounds good. And these up here look fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's okay. We need to get our vassal limit, or rather our domain limit, up to 8 so that we can hold this personally as well. But for now, this will do. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are probably going to work on cleaning up a bit more border gore as we continue working our way through the tribal era technologies. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.